What's up, guys? Asus Beam here, and welcome back to the 5th episode of the BeamCast. This is the first time we've had 2 episodes in 1 month, because, the 4th episode, which released earlier this month with the homie John, came out. I figured, and I got a homie here, the 3rd guest on the podcast, and he wanted to do a podcast episode, so I said, sure, why not? And this will obviously come out later this month in August. If you pay attention to my music, you'll know who this man is. He is currently on YouTube now doing wildlife and golf videos on 2 separate channels. The man, the myth, the legend, Wyatt, or otherwise known as FTR. How you doing, man?
I'm doing excellent. How about
Excellent. You? Oh, hell yeah. Bro came in here with a fucking cowboy hat. Y'all can't see that, but he got a cowboy hat on.
I did.
You from Indy. You ain't from Texas. Anyways. But how's the drive away here from Indy? That's like a 3-hour drive.
2.5.
Oh, it's a 2.5 hour drive. Oh, damn.
Yeah. It's really not bad, but it's good. It's
just... Did you drive your car all the way here, or
yeah.
did you? Okay, so this was just all on you.
All me, yeah.
Oh yeah, being 18.
About 2.5 hours.
Oh, 19 now. Happy late birthday.
Well, not late. Well, yeah.
It is. Yeah, time of release, a late birthday, but 19.
Thank you.
You're old.
Yeah.
You're old. You're gonna start having back pain soon.
I got a donut from my mom this morning and it said "old" on it. I'm like, that's
based mom.
That
You're old. You're fucking old. No. But no. If you pay attention to my music, some of you do, some of you don't. That's obviously in the link in the description, along with my other socials like Discord, Threads, Twitter, and all that. You can check that out. Obviously, Wyatt's channel, Wyatt Golf, will be linked in the description. Do you want me to link the wildlife channel too, or just the golf one?
Yeah, you can do both. Yeah.
Okay, I'll link both his channels in the description.
I just started the outdoor channel.
Yeah. We're gonna be talking mostly about music because if you don't know. While John was the person to get me to do my first song, basically, Wyatt here's the person who was like, hey, you got some talent, do this shit seriously, and I've been doing it since, right? So we're going to mainly talk about music, how we met, our careers and whatnot, and go on from there. I have, topics on the screen. In fact, there's 6, which is the most I've had for a single podcast episode. Yeah, so we're going to get into the first topic, which is how we met, / our band experience, because we met in band class, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, even though I don't remember.
See, I don't remember at all. I
know it was in band.
See, I don't remember exactly when or how we met or how we started talking. I just know we met in band class because you were in band, I was in band. You played, the clarinet, right?
Yeah.
I played the trumpet. In fact, it's right there in the closet. You can see it. I haven't touched that thing in years, by the way.
Oh, dude, I haven't touched my clarinet in forever.
Yeah, but,
I think we met after you broke your shoulder or whatever.
No. We definitely met before that because I remember I went into school one time and wanted to go say hi to you. It was after I broke my shoulder. I went into school to get some schoolwork, right, that I was missing, right? Mm-hmm. And I saw you out in the hallway during dismissal, right, for class, for school, actually. And I wanted to go say hi to you, but obviously since the hallways were so crowded, it was too dangerous because the pin's sticking out of my arms, right? So I couldn't go say hi to you. So I know it was definitely much before that because we were already friends in 7th grade, I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
I just knew it was in band. That's all.
Yeah, we met each other in band class, right? We became like really, really good friends in 2019, which was what grade was?
Freshman year.
No, that was not freshman year.
It was 8th grade.
That was 8th grade. Yeah, so we became really good friends in 8th grade, but I'm pretty sure we met before that, and we're already like getting along. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
But we became buds in 8th, right? And the reason we became buds is because you had saw my YouTube channel, and at the time, my homie Platinum Symphony and me were throwing diss tracks back and forth at each other just for fun. And you were like, yo, you got some talent. I make rap music. How about instead of doing this one-time thing, You actually do music like you said you wanted to.
You said you were doing it, like, okay, I will.
And then
so,
you
like,
got,
a month
but then,
or two, and I'm like, dude, just,
do it.
Like, don't worry about what people say. Just do it. Like,
do it.
You got nothing to lose going into your first song
project.
where you're not like, trying to.
Obviously, all those old songs are ass, but
go listen to Fun Time. It's the best.
No, ass song. Listen to Wall Paintings, my most recent album. Anyways, but you told me to get into it, and you got on my ass, and I finally did my first project like I planned, which was called Why the Delay. Why was it called Why the Delay? Because I had planned to make music for a year at that point, but didn't do it. You know what I mean? That's why I titled that. It's stupid. It was an EP, 5-song EP.
Still on his channel. It's on both channels.
It's on both. I've only ever deleted one song I released. That one consists of 5 songs. And this was after I had already released Fun Time, which was like my debut single as Masked Man, right? Then we had Why the Delay, which had my first which was my first project. And of course I had done a feature for you at this point. I can't remember what album it was because you had deleted it long time ago. It
was like Friends.
It was Best Friends. It was called What Friends Do.
Yeah.
I remember the song title. I just can't remember what the album was called because I know you had taken a break and did a whole rebranding. You went from.
I think it was like. From the Darkness or something.
You went from Phantom Ninja or something like that to Phase the Redneck to now just FTR.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing. It's just
you changed the meaning of FTR.
Oh yeah,
remember?
You did.
Yeah, you changed the meaning. So I did my first project, and then we had collabed a couple more times. We had one song called Haters, which we don't talk about, sucks. We had another song called Darkness that went unreleased, never came out and got deleted, just scrapped out, and
That's on my part.
No, it wasn't on your part.
It wasn't on my part?
No.
Oh,
it was on my second album. Well, it was actually on my first album, but my second project called The Reverse, right, which you absolutely love the concept, but I was slacking so hard on it and I just didn't enjoy making the project, so I scrapped it entirely come November. Right? You remember that? You were so hyped for the project too. Yeah, you were hyped for the project.
I remember that.
And me and him kept making music. You released an album called Loose in 2020, right? I released the Rejection EP, which we did an interview for. But that is basically how we met. That's also how we got into music. That's 2 of the topics basically covered on the... Unless you want to talk about your story of getting into music, because yours is obviously different and before me, right?
I don't remember how I got into it. I just
picked it up
and said screw it. I was listening to Eminem so much, I'm like, I want to do that. I want to rhyme like him.
I want to make music. Yeah,
that's what I want.
I actually think we first bonded over the fact that we liked the same rappers. We liked Crypt, we liked NF, we liked Eminem.
Like, the underground, like mainstream, like that, like in the mix.
Yeah, and then obviously I and you, but then our taste diverted because you liked country music. I don't like country music, and then I started liking more modern rappers, which some you find cool, some you're just like, But in fact, me and Keisha had a whole discussion about old hip hop versus new hip hop. I'm like, both generations have great music, both generations have ass music. It's just the ass music's more apparent in the new generation, It
just happens a lot more.
Yeah, it just happens, right? And that's just because...
then the crappy music, then you wouldn't even hear it because...
It wasn't going to blow up, right?
Yeah.
But now, because of the internet, it doesn't matter,
Yeah.
But within this time frame of us getting into music and us knowing each other, we decided to make an official duo called Phase Men.
I think we just said screw it. Because we already had like 5 or 6 songs.
Yeah, and we decided to make an official duo.
Let's just do it like
we called it Phase Men. We released the Phasing EP, which was a three pack, 3 songs. It originally had
4.
No, it was 3. So
it originally had 4.
No, it originally had 3. Well, I'm about to explain because I remember how this went, right? So it had it had Believe in Yourself. Fuck, what was the Outrhyme extended edition, because you wanted to do a verse on it, because
and by the way,
that was
that verse. My verse slaps on that.
No, that was my best. That was my
slaps.
best song at that point.
Was it?
That was definitely my best song at that point. Not necessarily performance wise, but at that point, that was definitely my best song in terms of like how good it was. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
Then, then there was a song on there called "Dear Young Phasey," which this song has massive lore implications for you, right? But
yeah.
So, but basically, Dear Young Phasey was dissing younger Wyatt, right?
It was realizing what
younger Wyatt was.
Not what he was. It was just the things that I did. It was like I just like looked back and I was like, I don't like any bit of that. I'm like,
and he got me on it.
On that.
Now, later down the line, you had re-released Dear Young Phasey as a you featuring me song on Loose, and at this time I was also finally setting up my music channel, because remember, I was originally putting out all my music on my main channel, right? And I ended up separating it. So at this point I felt weird putting Dear Young Phasey on my channel as a Phasman song when you was releasing it as a solo song featuring me. So we made the collective decision to replace Dear Young Phasey with
like
Lo-Fi.
For you, yeah.
With Lo-Fi. Right?
It was mid. Like, now it's mid.
But at the time
it was like, yeah,
it was cool, right? So that was the first one, and obviously we kept going our solo careers. But because of Dear Young Phasey, you got in a lot of trouble with your dad, right?
Literally one line is what.
What line was it?
It was something about hanging.
Oh my god, bro.
But it was like, I think I was telling like, oh, you should hang yourself and blah blah blah.
And yeah, so
and then that just like set the dynamite.
So before we get more into like our solo careers during 2020, do you want to give more insight on projects you made and what you really liked of what you made at that time? Obviously, it's still on the shitty ass app known as Rap Fame. Yeah, it's still up there. I check it from time to time. It's still up there. Like all my music that's on there, it's still up there. But yeah. So, do you want to give any insight? I know there was one album you had made called like Change or whatever that was like your most emotional project at that point.
It was like a rock rap, but it was like the
rock rap projects were later. That was like right before you decided to stop, right? The Changes one was like your emotional one after you'd moved. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
But do you want to give more insight on any particular project of yours? Because obviously the next topic is our solo careers as artists. You have Loose 2, which are probably your best.
I know the first album that I ever wrote, it was called Things That I Write. And it was 10 songs.
That's a nice title, actually.
But the funniest thing is that it was all a cappella.
Oh, wow.
The reason was because at the time I could not match the flow of any beat. For some reason I just couldn't. So I'm like, screw it. So
I couldn't do it, but I said fuck it anyways.
Yeah, I was like, I did the a cappella, and I don't know if it did good or not. I'm assuming it probably was like a solid 5 out of 10 maybe.
At the time,
like
now?
I think the only track was the last track, and it was about my mom. That was 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
Oh dude, I went in.
Yeah.
I went in.
Oh yeah. If you do want to give insight on that, you can, but you don't have to share anything.
I might.
Yeah, you don't have to share anything that you don't want to share.
And then the second album, it was. I don't.
Didn't you have your self-titled, which was like an American flag?
Yes, it was. Yeah. That was like 10 songs. I think it was just.
You had a Mason diss on there. Mason Young, remember?
Yeah.
He's a cool cat, though.
Oh, dude, I saw him at my graduation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Dude. it was nuts. It was crazy.
Wow.
I saw him and Tegan.
Wow. Yeah. But yeah, no, shout out to them. I'm pretty sure you're cool with them now, right?
Oh yeah, we've been cool for a while, but it was because of a chick.
Yeah. Which we'll get into more because there's a particular person I don't think either of us are really cool with. You know who I'm talking about.
There was in the second album, that was like the turning point for me because it was like, as soon as I clicked to one song with the flow, I'm like, I could go on any single song and flow well on it. Not super good, but well.
You could do it. It was passable.
Yeah. And I was like, shoot. So then I just threw an album together and did that. And then
And then after that, that's when you decided to stop for a bit.
I think no. It was a third album. It came in March. It's like March 7th. Don't know why.
This was, by the way, all three of these are under the Phantom Ninja name that's since been gone.
Yeah. Been gone for a while. But
long time.
That third one, that was my first emotional album.
Yeah, I don't remember. Oh no, I remember you telling me about it, but I didn't get the chance to listen to it because you had deleted it so soon after.
Yeah.
Because like a couple weeks after, that's when you decided to stop.
That was like my first emotional album.
Mm-hmm.
And
you don't remember what it's called?
I don't remember what it's called, but I knew I had to delete it. And then once I deleted that, I came back
under a rebrand, and by that point, I was in the picture.
Yeah, you were in the picture. And then I think because I know there was a short period of time where I started releasing stuff back on YouTube, but not on Rap Fame. Did Rap Fame come before that or after?
So you were on. So
I don't remember.
After you stopped as Phantom Ninja, you took a while, right? I was in the picture, and you picked up music again under the name Phase of the Redneck. We were both on YouTube just by itself. Rap Fame came in the picture months.
Came in the picture after. Okay.
It came in the picture after. Basically, Why the Delay came out before we were both on Rap Fame.
Yeah. So when I went back on YouTube, it was more anonymous. Like.
Yeah, only like me and...
I posted about it, but it wasn't like my family didn't know and stuff like that. And I think I released 2 projects, and then I was like, I got too worried, and then just deleted all of it.
And then you were Rap Fame exclusive from that point.
Rap Fame, and I think there's what?
No, Rap Fame, you released multiple projects.
How many was there? Like 5, 6?
There was Loose 2, Change, the Rap Rock EP... The Rap Rock album. There was... You put out a lot. You put out a Greatest Hits project on there.
I thought Loose... Wasn't Loose 2 like the 20-song project? Or I don't
Yeah, but all of that was on Rap Fame.
Yeah. Rap Fame, it was where I felt super comfortable.
Yeah, like after phasing 1... After phasing 1 on Rap Fame, that's when you put out most of your music.
Yeah.
Like the most...
all of it.
Well, all of it at that time.
The only time it wasn't all of it was...
when it was diss tracks.
Was phasing 2, and it was on your channel.
And and diss tracks at the time. Because remember, you got into a little spat with one of my friends.
Oh, yeah, but it was unlisted on YouTube.
Yeah, it was unlisted on YouTube.
So the only way you could see it was on a link.
Yeah. But, in fact, I can download Rap Fame real quick.
I don't know if I want to hear any of the songs.
No, I'm not trying to play it. I just want to see how many projects you got on here.
I thought I made like 4.
You made definitely more than 4.
I don't remember. I just know
because there's there's Changes, Loose 2, the 2 Rap Rock projects, Phasing 2.
I remember Changes.
Yeah. But obviously during your time on Rap Fame, obviously I was getting into the thick of it. I had Rejection EP, which was better than it's bad now, but steps above Why the Delay. Like it's a night and day difference.
Yeah. Then after that, I don't really remember. I just kind of stopped like instantly, And then, like, I just said screw it with Rap Fame, and then I stopped rapping since.
Well,
Like, I still wrote stuff and rapped the beats, but I never posted or recorded anything.
Yeah, and we'll get into that because you gave me a reasoning why here in a bit. But then obviously, again, during all this, I was like, I released Rejection EP. Then after Rejection EP, obviously I was releasing singles that time. After Rejection EP, I released probably my most interesting project, if you know about it, which was the Tell Me Why EP. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was the EP
That
where
was that was the most religious one.
it was the most religious based one, and me talking about why, and me talking about why I don't follow religion no more, right? And you found it extremely interesting, from someone.
I liked it because it was a completely different perspective.
Yeah.
Because I'm Christian, you're not.
Agnostic.
And it was what?
Agnostic.
Yeah, whatever that means. I don't know what that means.
Okay, so all right, you know what atheist means? Doesn't believe in a god, right?
Do you believe there's something out there?
I believe that's what agnostic is. It's like, I believe something's out there, but I'm not going to spend time worshiping it. I'm not going to spend time figuring it out. I just think there's a greater force.
That's fair.
Right? Whatever that is, a god, multiple gods, it's whatever to me, right? Then after Tell Me Why, I released a project that actually surprisingly holds up kind of decent. Modern War Volume 1, The Beginning. Which by this point...
I think okay, so I think the only reason that EP holds up is because of Bang.
I don't think it's necessarily because of Bang. Because I think
Bang and Legacy are the best ones.
Bang, Legacy, and Dynasty were all really good.
It was a 5 tracks or 4?
4. But at least at that time, right? But my thing, I think Bang held up because that was in the middle of the Lil Cum Rag beef. Remember? So I was just angry.
Oh yeah, it was. Like
and in between Tell Me Why and Modern War, we met W.A.I.T in them. Remember?
You did.
Well, yeah, I met W.A.I.T because of my song My Game, and I introduced you to him, right?
My Game.
Yeah.
That slaps to this day. Slaps to this day. And it was your last song that you recorded on your phone, wasn't it?
It was my last song I recorded on my phone. It is a Rap Fame exclusive.
I thought it was on YouTube.
It's not on YouTube. I don't think it is.
It's the one with the controller cover on it, right?
No, it has the PlayStation buttons.
Yeah,
it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
At least I thought it was. That's how I listened to it.
Bullshit. There's no way it's on YouTube. You know what I mean? Where is it?
Oh my gosh. I thought it was.
There's no way. Oh, it is on YouTube. Okay, never mind. I'm tripping. I don't even know. Okay, but yeah, and we met W.A.I.T because of My Game. I was promoting in the public chat on Rap Fame, and W.A.I.T hit me up privately. Right? Oh
yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, W.A.I.T hit me up privately. Was like, hey, thought the song was dope. If you want to work on music, here's my Insta. Da, da, da. We just became good buds. In fact, when I get a job and start making some money, I'm gonna be able to make plans to go visit bro in Pennsylvania. Because I don't even need to learn to drive to do that, because the train station in Niles goes to Chicago, and I can just get a plane ticket from Chicago to Pittsburgh. And if the train station goes straight to Pittsburgh, then I only need a train ticket to go to Pittsburgh. And then W.A.I.T will pick me up.
That's a long ride.
True, but it makes it way easier and means I can go visit bro a lot sooner.
That's true.
Right? Yeah, no, and I think that's why Modern War Volume 1 holds up, is because I was in the middle of that beef, which was...
We were, sort of.
No, at this point, you were involved because you not only had Lil Cum Rag dissed you, but you're angry about just the blatant racism he was throwing my way.
It was a photo that he...
It was him in a... YouTube... Hold on, wait. YouTube. Keep in mind, we're just... retelling events. We got to try to say this in a good way.
I think I can. It was a picture of you and sister, and then I'm not gonna.
There was that.
That was the one. That was the only thing that ticked me off.
The other things that he did make, though, which I do remember you were very angry at, was he had a picture of him in a particular white outfit, and me
It was a cone hat.
a cone hat, and that was
It's
white.
just white.
Yeah. And me next to him hanging from a tree. Remember that picture?
Yeah, that one and the one I said previous. That like I knew he was like racist and stuff, and I was like, okay, it's everyone like. There's a lot of people that's like that. And,
yeah.
like,
But that I do know that pissed you off because not only was it him, but he was getting his friends to be racist to me too, and I was just your butt, and you were just angry.
That I don't remember with your friend, his friends being racist to you. I just remember
he got his friends to say fucked up shit.
Him just being like just crappy with you.
Yeah, just saying slurs and everything.
And then we released Death Before Birth, which
destroyed him.
But at the same time, I hate it because it was mixed, and the mix is not good.
Oh no, the mix is not good. My fault.
Yeah, you're like trust, and then I would listen to it, and I was like, yeah.
I got so much better at mixing too now.
You did, but it's just like, it's like it made the diss track so much worse because of that.
But no, it was.
See, if you remastered that song, I think you could make it pristine. Like,
yeah, I probably could, but now obviously I can't. I don't have any of the files or anything, you know. But there was that, and then finally after 4 EPs of 5, 6, 4, and 5, 6, 5, and 4 songs, 4 EPs. I finally released my full-length project. Was the first Behind the Mask mixtape. Remember that?
Yes,
bro. I
remember that.
That was such a big time too, because it was my first full-length project.
And then after that was.
That's later. That's a bit later.
Yeah.
But after Behind the Mask, right? I didn't release. We had Phasing 2. Remember?
We did, yeah. That
one
was a lot.
That was definitely better.
It was better.
It was definitely better. It's
the
not
only
as
song that I think that holds up is
Going Loco.
Yeah.
And that's just because of weight, to be honest. That's because of
weight, yeah.
But no, I think that EP is probably less memorable than the first one, but it's objectively better. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Phasing 2, it had what, 4 or 5 songs? It had Chapter 2. At Chapter 2, Going Loco.
The Kitchen, Loco.
And Online.
It was just 4.
Yeah, it was just those 4. And it wasn't horrible. It's just not memorable, right?
Didn't really hold up a whole lot.
Yeah, it didn't hold up too well. It aged kind of bad, right? But after Phasing 2, this is when you let me know you wasn't really feeling it no more. And
so I think I told you that was because there was no possible way for me to ever record, so I was like, I'm like putting the gloves up.
Yeah, no. What you told me is because at this point, because of Dear Young Phase, your dad wanted you to stop doing music.
Yeah.
Right? And you was doing it behind his back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you did not like the fact that you were lying to him all the time about it. So you were like, I'm just tired of living a lie. I want to be done. And that's what you told me, right? Yeah. And you obviously left Z Crew because you were in Z Crew at the time. And we was just chilling, right?
Yeah.
And that did kind of suck, but because obviously you were my partner in crime.
Like stopped.
Yeah,
like, it wasn't like
stopped.
It wasn't like when I like stopped like 2 times before that where it was
no,
like
you were
done. It was done.
You were done. You was retired, right? And then it did suck, but obviously I did adapt. I kept going, right? Which I'm pretty sure made you you were happy to see that, right? Yeah. Especially since it helped me. You know what I mean? Mentally, right?
Oh yeah.
After Phasing 2, I released the Behind the Mask mixtape deluxe.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that was Depression, which that album is garbage.
Hold up.
That's a garbage album.
Yeah, I mean, it just.
I know you have a
hype on it.
I know you have a personal affinity to it just because you know the story because you were there, right? But you, it definitely was not crafted as it was supposed to. But
well, didn't you delay it?
No, it didn't get delayed.
Like didn't you take too long on it?
No. So what happened is I took like 5 months to make the album, write and record. Then I sat on it for like 6 months
Yeah.
without changing anything during those 6 months.
Yeah, I was like, you should have changed something.
I should have done everything, right? But that album does not hold up. Not at all. But it was my first album. It was a learning experience. By the way, we're on the last topic basically already. Goddamn. I haven't even pointed out segues. This is just how the conversation's gone. We're good like that. Yeah. But and obviously we'll get into your career since your retirement, of course. But I kept going. We had there was depression. Then after depression was the Rejection 2 EP. Remember that?
Is that the one with the yellow heart?
Yeah, the yellow heart.
That one was good.
That one was actually.
I think it's still good.
I think it would have been better if one song was not on that project. My Winter 2. That song sucks.
My Winter on Rejection was good.
My Winter 2.
What you were trying to do on My Winter 2?
It was weird.
But it did not hold up with the set. It's like when someone makes a really good movie
and then they make the sequel
and then they make
it's just not good.
And it's not even not good. It's just dookie.
Yeah. But the rest of that project...
The rest of it was good.
The rest of it was good. It just obviously isn't as legendary as the first Rejection EP because the first Rejection... The first Rejection EP, obviously, it was like, hold up, he has something cooking. Let bro cook.
Let bro cook.
Let him cook. But after Rejection EP 2, I'm trying to remember actually, I can just pull this up. I have them in chronological order on my channel.
So I know you were making music.
And you had stopped.
Music, and I stopped completely.
You weren't even on YouTube for a good chunk.
Wasn't anywhere.
Yeah.
Literally anywhere. I wasn't on YouTube, Facebook,
nothing.
Instagram, like nothing.
You was just living life.
And then, I think, was it here? Was it in between here? Was when we released Shopping List.
No. Shopping List 1 came out after, right in between Rejection EP 1 and Tell Me Why.
Wasn't that after I retired and everything? And I was like, hey, let me just,
No.
get on one.
No. Shopping List 2 happened even before Loose 2, bro. I mean, no, Shopping List 2 happened way, like, last year or something like that. But Shopping List 1 was, like, very early in my career.
Loose 2 happened last year.
Loose 2 did not happen last year.
What'd you say?
No, okay. Shopping List 2 was last year.
Oh, yeah.
Shopping List 1, the one you're featured on, came after the first Rejection EP and before the Tell Me Why EP. I can even prove it by scrolling through the videos.
Yeah, if we scroll through the videos, it would be much more, like, understandable.
Like here. I gotta do a lot of scrolling, y'all. Bear with me here.
Oop.
Nope, that wasn't it. Right here. 3 years ago, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But I think that... No, that was... Oh, no, that was when I was doing Rap Fame at the same time.
Yeah, you were doing Rap Fame at that point.
And then...
By the time you had retired...
So I was retired.
You were done right here. This is when you were done.
And then you released a cipher.
Yeah.
That was when I was like, let me just poke in.
Yeah, so... We'll get to that. So... Yeah, we're getting to that. So after Rejection EP 2 was the Skulls mixtape, which is my pop punk mixtape. It sucks. Don't listen to it. Nobody listen to it. It's garbage. I make way better pop punk music now. But after that came Modern War Volume 2 Game Change, which has the cipher you're talking about on it. Which you had a song before you were... So basically, this cipher, what I told people was, pick your own beats, record a verse, send it to me. Right? So each verse has a different beat to it. You had a song, right, that you were going to release. It was a diss track on Lil Cumrag, right, before you retired. But since you retired, you were like, you know what? I'm going to just send this to you, and you can have this and put it on your cipher. It was called Keeping It Short.
Oh, yeah.
Because Lil Cumrag's short, right?
Yeah.
So that's what that was, right? But
and then
that wasn't Yeah, and you were just done, right? And even then, you didn't even freshly record that for the cipher, right? You had it recorded before you retired and just sent it to me.
I think so, yeah.
So basically that verse was in the same vein as your verse on the Z Crew mixtape, where it was just an unreleased verse that you wanted released, even though you had already retired.
Yeah.
You didn't record a new verse till way later, which we'll get to. After Modern War Volume 2 Game Change, there was, Behind the Mask 2, Hide My Scars, then Red in My Eyes, Late Night Vibes, How the River Flows. I'm just going, right?
Yeah, and then you released your Modern Warfare Volume 3, which it wasn't really your decision. It was
No. So
it was the community's decision.
Kind of. So I was gonna do Modern.
You planned on it? But
No, I had planned
it. Do
it.
I do it now or do I do it?
No.
Right.
So what it was is Modern War Volume 3 was something I had planned, right? Yeah. But I made it a community choice. I was like, get my friend's song to 500 views, and I'll make an EP in one night. Get this done by the end of the... And they had till the end of the month to do it, right? Mm-hmm. And if they didn't hit it, I was still going to do Modern War Volume 3, but just much later, right? But they did, and much more like thorough, yeah. But since they hit it, I decided, I'll just do Modern War Volume 3 now. Did it all in one night, 3 hours, in fact, right? I was tired as fuck by the time I was done. And I released it, and this actually is by far the best one of the three, because this is a simple banger, okay interlude, good storytelling song that's introspective, and then this is just a banger remix.
Yeah.
So it's actually a pretty good EP. Probably still one of my favorite projects.
And then you released your most hyped one that you've...
It was so hyped up.
You had it...
I worked on Mythical for a year and a half.
You had the idea of that album...
Since the beginning.
Since, I think it was before you started working on the reverse.
No. I had the idea for the album since even before Why the Delay.
That's ridiculous. That's stupid.
So it took me 2.5 years to finally release an album title that I had, right?
But it was something that,
I waited.
It was an idea that stayed with you until you
decided to work on it.
Yeah.
I had a plan to make my Mythical my second album, which is funny. In the Rejection EP interview, I remember you asked me, "Okay, what's next?" Right? And you knew I was working on the Depression album at the time.
Didn't I say like isn't there something didn't I like?
No. You asked like, "Oh, is there?" So you were trying to get me to announce the Depression album.
I was trying to get you. Yeah.
Right? And instead, I diverted and explained the Mythical album, right?
Yeah. No.
And then before I released the video, I edited it so where there's no audio and said classified, so nobody knew. And you were angry, and I was like, get played. But no, I ended up working on Mythical for a year and a half. Bro.
That's ridiculous.
A year and a half. And that's because I decided to make this as good as I possibly could. I've since then improved on a music standpoint, but in terms of like a concept, this is still my best project because it has a deep concept to it, right?
Oh yeah.
Right? And it took me a while to craft it. It was very well received. It was pretty successful for my size. I mean,
go listen to Everest.
Everest is a banger. Night Sounds has 600
and
views.
Night Sounds.
But no. So Mythical, I obviously released that, and I think, I think at this point between Behind the Mask Mixtape Volume 2 and Red in My Eyes, that's when you decided to go on YouTube and you're asking me about it, or you're at least expressing interest at this point to get on YouTube, right? Because I know for a fact you were on YouTube last year. I just can't remember when you joined YouTube last year.
Oh, dude, I've been on YouTube for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
I started in 2021. And on October 31st, on the exact date. That's when my first video was posted.
And when did this... I did not...
So it was just before that.
Shut up. Okay, so it was before... So you're on YouTube before Behind the Mask 2, right? Like, literally right before.
A week and a half before.
Yeah. So, and obviously, while, I'm doing all this music things, and obviously YouTube, but I'm just going to specifically talk about music because that's how we introduced to each other,
Yeah.
right? You were working on your golf channel, which you had specific goals by the end of the year that you wanted to hit, which you did hit.
I blew them out the water.
Yeah, like you wanted what,
Like
50 subscribers by the end of the year.
I said 50 subscribers by the end of the year,
and 10,000 views.
and I think it was.
I think it was 10,000.
I think it was 5,000.
Oh, and then by the end of the year,
And then by the end of the year,
you had over 100 subs and like 100,000 views.
So here's the. Are we gonna talk about like the last like 2 months that I had, or are we gonna talk about from October 31st
From when you
from
started
2021 to October 31st, 2022?
that first year?
Yeah. Okay. So I think I had.
I know you hit 100
I think I
within
had
that time frame.
91.
Oh yeah.
I think I had 91 because I was just a hair under it. I
Yeah.
think I had 91, but the views wise, it was like
100,000 or some shit.
no. It was.
I know.
Wait, no, it was. I think it was 105,000.
Yeah, it's more than my main channel.
It's stupid,
Bro, I've been doing YouTube since like December 28th, 2017, and your golf channel, which you started 2 years ago, has more overall views, more than double in 1 year. I have 56,000 views on my main channel.
I think here I'll check right now to see the exact number.
Cause,
Right.
bro, you came out swinging. Like, and I think that actually really made me happy because, the bro success, right? Obviously, gotta be happy for the bro success, right? You know what I mean? And it made me happy because you finally found your niche of what you enjoyed and what you could do,
179,728 views.
Meanwhile,
total.
And
what I
meanwhile, right now, I have 54,784,000 views on my main channel.
My goal is to get to 200.
Oh, no, you're going to get 200,
Like,
bro.
no, before 2 years, like, goes by.
No. You're getting 200. Especially, as long as those shorts keep going crazy, you'll get
It'll
200.
be close. Like, I've had one short go crazy.
Yeah.
Right now.
But
yeah.
And you just kept going. Obviously, I don't watch them too much just because I'm not a big golf guy. But obviously, I'm subscribed and I watch when I can, right? Because gotta support the bros.
Yeah, support the cuz.
Support the bros. I'm pretty sure I was the first subscriber too. I was one of the first 5,
like,
of course.
The first week, I got like 20 subs because it was mostly from my friends and family.
Yeah.
And after that, it was
just growing.
Yeah.
Right. After Mythical, I released Death of the Angel of Death Resurgence, which obviously is that little story that's going on in some songs of mine. Yeah. Which actually, I have a song coming out on the 11th. We're recording this on the 7th, by the way. I have a song coming out on the 11th called Responsible that adds to that story some more. What are you looking for? What are you looking for, bro?
I think, because didn't we, after...
No.
Didn't we make a...
We made a song after the Angel of Death Resurgence. We're about to get to it.
Yeah. No, I know that. I just thought we made one before Mask of Shadows.
No.
But, yeah.
So, after the Angel of Death Resurgence, you come over.
I come up north.
You saw me working on Mask of Shadows.
Yeah.
And you're very interested in doing it because it's an aggressive project.
Said it, yeah, and I was like, I gotta try and get on it.
You wanted to do a verse for old time's sake. So we made Shadows, which has 320 views.
I think it's in the top 5.
It is in the top 5.
Pretty sure it's in the top 5.
It's in the top 5. Maybe even the top 4. Let me choose.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's in the 4th slot.
Yeah.
Like, Mask of Shadows performed so damn well, even though I expected it not to, just because every single song on this project, besides Boo, everyone liked it. Psycho was loved, Shadows was loved, Not Enough was loved, On the Run was loved, and Stalker was loved.
I think I kept telling you, I'm like stop for one time and like stop doing the sad stuff and just do like aggressive hard.
Oh no, yeah, and then I went with this, yeah. And
and it did well.
It did. It did awesome. It did.
Still holds up.
Oh, 100%. It's a top 3, top 4 project of mine, like without question. But yeah, no. This and obviously your feature was hidden for the first week. Remember? so people could be surprised. We sent it to one person early, which was Wait. And Wait flipped out. He was like, "Is that my brother FTR?" Right? And Wait noticed something and he was like, "Bro, he brings the best out of you," is what he told me. And I was like, "Yeah, that's because he's the person I came into this doing with him."
I am your pioneer.
Yeah, I'm the student. You're the master. And then I became the master, and now you're the student.
Yeah, yep.
Right? So, and now it's kind of tradition that we do something. We might not make a song this time because this podcast, right? We'll try. If we have time, we'll try.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of tradition that every time it comes up north, we do a song, right? Obviously, after that, I released Random Collection of Songs, Volume 1, which is nobody really cared for it. But then we have the first Z Crew mixtape, which has been writing on it, which you are on.
Ben writing it's existed forever since
2020.
The horror show.
2020.
Yeah, it was right after the horror show came out.
So July. No, it was actually before.
Before.
It was before. No.
Around that time.
It was around that time, and I remember we had to cut out the very last part of your verse because it said go listen to Wait's new mixtape, The Horror Show, right?
Yeah.
And this song, Ben writing, stayed unreleased for 3 fucking years. The reason it got released is because, again, you wanted your unreleased verse released, right? And we thought...
I was like, it's me and Wait, and it's on a Z Crew. I used to be on Z Crew.
So, yeah, no.
I thought it would fit.
It was going to be a Wait featuring you song, right? And then you expressed the idea, why not just put it on the Z Crew mixtape? And I told Wait this. I was like, we can honor him by putting him on there. And, of course, you also recorded an interlude for this, right? I called you. Yeah. You gave your thoughts. You gave our props.
I was in the bathroom.
You were in the bathroom in that?
Yeah, I wasn't taking a dump or anything. I was just sitting in there like...
I didn't even know you were in the bathroom.
Just sitting in there.
But yeah, no. Obviously, that was big. And then you have The Sky is Burning. Then Wall Paintings, which is my most recent album. Go check out Wall Paintings if you want a heartfelt story. This motherfucker Wyatt hasn't heard it because he's not really into sad music like that, which is completely fair. This is a super depressing listen.
Exactly.
It's super depressing listen. The Sky is Burning, hard banger EP, and then 18.
I like 18.
18 is my most recent because it's also a hard banger EP, but even does have a couple sad songs in there, you know.
But the sad songs weren't like
depressing. Yeah. But after Wall Paintings, before 18, we released Turn,
which was
a song we recorded in like February this year of 2023. Came out in June.
It's very interesting.
And it's just an ignorant ass song.
Ignorant sus.
No, listen. I literally start the song with, "Yeah, I'm too hard, harder than a rock. Make sure them panties loose, hon. Come suck this cock." This song is so unlike me that when it came out, my mom heard it, right? Because they're subscribed to it. My mom heard it, and she was like, "Angel, what the fuck is this?" My dad heard it, and he was like, "I am disappointed in you." Obviously, they leave me to do what I do, right? Of course. But they're like, what the fuck? Because this is vulgar as fuck, bro.
It's random. There's no way.
The cover is us in a Polaroid picture, right? Which was so cool. It was just a banger. That's where obviously we stand in terms of music. You know, do you want me to say what you expressed to me privately about music, or do you want to leave that alone? About.
Oh yeah. So, yeah, absolutely.
Share that?
Yeah.
Okay, so he has expressed to me that he does want to get back into music. No guarantees, of course. Life is a roller coaster, right? But if he were to get back into music, he'd want to have his own place where he can just do what he wants, right?
All I'm saying is just don't expect me to come back, but
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility. And if that comes back, of course, with some time, Phaseman will come back. I'm pretty sure you'd probably rejoin Z-Crew too, because, of course, as you know, you're always welcome. Everyone in Z-Crew's got love for you.
It'd be more of an introduction to me and NoAux.
Yeah, and Oppskillah. You never talked to Oppskillah.
And Ops, yeah. But everyone else, I know.
Yeah. But that's where we stand. Obviously, you just came out with your wildlife channel, which is going to be like, fishing and stuff, because you just went out west. So, that had to have been an awesome trip. Fucking saw Old Faithful. I'm jealous. I've always wanted to see Old Faithful. Why didn't you take me, you motherfucker? No. But no, you showed me, like, it's just insane. Like,
it was great.
That had to have been an awesome time, man.
Well, it wasn't. It was more just I was out there and there was no service. That's what was the best part of it.
Yeah, you didn't have to deal with online bullshit. It took like
30 minutes to get a bar.
Yeah, which the online
stuff. I don't deal with the online stuff anyways.
No, I get that. I will say for someone like.
Great.
No, I gotta say, right, because you're not online like that, but you are a bit, right?
What?
You are a bit online just because you do YouTube and stuff, right?
Oh,
but
yeah.
No, but not like as much as I am, of course, right?
Yeah.
So being but of course, obviously, disconnecting from online is a good thing, right? And the thing is, while it might be annoying if you have an emergency to not have service,
it would suck. Absolutely suck. That is the only.
That's probably the only case.
Only con to it.
Like if you have an emergency,
not being able to talk to family, those are the only cons.
Yeah,
to it.
But outside of that, you're just living in nature, which you've always been a nature boy. You're a country boy, right? So I can only imagine how good of a time that had to have been. Fishing all that out in the mountains and everything.
That was amazing.
Maybe one day we'll go on a trip like that in our late 20s or some shit. You know what I mean?
Funny how just like me, you.
Out in fucking Idaho.
Do a vlog and like we're fishing and it's me fishing and you just struggling, having no idea.
Yeah, this man knows how to fish. I've only caught fish one time on a fishing trip, which I caught like 28 that day, which was crazy.
God, dang.
But outside of that, I've never caught a fish. One day.
You probably forgot how to do all that.
No, I haven't gone fishing since the last time me and you went fishing together.
Oh, I remember.
You had caught two fish.
I remember there was a time that you went with your dad before we went fishing.
No, exactly. That's the time that I caught like 28 fish.
Oh yeah, and then when we went.
Then we went.
You were struggling, and I was like caught, and I was.
No, you caught two fish.
Something.
You caught two fish.
Yeah.
And we were angry because that was the same spot that I caught 28 fish at.
Was it?
We went to the
lake?
Yeah, the exact same lake.
Oh.
We were angry.
It was funny though. There's a video. There's a video on Instagram. You'd have to go back far to see it. Or you'd have to go in the tag.
I think you posted
category.
No, I think you only posted
it.
I didn't post it.
You were like, Wyatt caught a fish, and I was like, I got a bass.
Oh yeah, I think I posted that on my story though, not as like an actual post. So you wouldn't be able to see it. I would though. Are you really about to scroll?
No.
But no, yeah, that's obviously where our careers stand right now. Obviously, we're gonna continue grinding, of course. You with golf and everything. You get called the White Tiger Woods.
That is funny, I
do. But do you have any closing words for the people?
Go listen to Fun Time.
No! Listen to my new album, Wall Paintings, when it came out in, May.
And subscribe to Wyatt Fazy Golf and the Wyatt Fazy Outdoors channel.
Which is linked in the description.
On the golf channel, 1 to 3 times a week. It's been 3 days a week. Or it's been 3 times a week for the last while. It's been a long time. I've been consistent.
I need
so good.
Bro, I need to be. I'm
my
proud of that.
consistency is so better than you. You
No.
used to be dookie.
Listen, bro. My consistency on YouTube, though, right? I'm trying to get back into it. Oh, yeah, it is there.
Still over here getting this pole righty, and this man's known as Wyatt already caught a fucking fish. Yeah, my man's over there. Wyatt, say something. I got a bass.
I told you.
I caught a bass.
That was in August 12th, 2020.
Yeah, it was. But that man, that was a good time.
That was amazing. Even though we caught Jack.
Yeah.
Barely.
But no, of course, check out his channels. My consistency will hopefully get better. I just make like bigger projects than you do. You know what I mean?
I just hope it's better than you did with the Mortal Kombat X series.
Yeah, that was inconsistent.
The worst inconsistent.
Bro, I'm just inconsistent in general with everything.
You just
right?
need to make a bunch of videos and then plan them out.
No, exactly. My problem was school got in the way, and I needed a bum rush school. Remember?
Oh yeah.
But so yeah, I will hopefully get more consistent. I'm trying to do at least a short a week, so a video or a live stream. I just want to do one of those a week.
Oh, just one?
Yeah, I want to try to do one upload a week, basically.
Okay.
Which that's fair, right? But anyways, thank you for being on the podcast. This will obviously come out way later in the month, maybe in like 2 weeks. But thank you for being on the podcast, Wyatt. Shake my damn hand. Good man.
Good man.
You're old.
Shut up.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Check him out. And, I'll see you guys in the next one. He'll see you guys in the next video of his. And, peace.
Peace.